sheltered. My older sister, nobody, like, I never knew nothing. I was just blind to the world. So these these two dudes, they had their eye on me. You know what I'm saying? And basically, I ended up losing my virginity to them two people. Like, they came up to me and it was like all over me, and it just all happened so fast. They took me in the back of the apartments behind the bushes, and that's how I lost my virginity. But that was my first time. Like, I never even hung with a boy before. I didn't know nothing about sex. I never experienced it. I just heard about it in school. It's like I was so under attack spiritually when I was young. Like, I just came from watching cartoons to one day losing my virginity with two people, and then I ended up telling this girl in the neighborhood, and then that girl told me to leave one night. She said, "You don't need your mom's permission. Come spend the night with me. It's like a sleepover." So she had me go with her for a sleepover, and I didn't tell my mom. I thought that I would be back the next morning, but I was actually gone for 3 months because she had me. She was trafficking me. She had me sleeping with the whole neighborhood. And I slept with over 100 people, probably, like, a lot. I slept with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And I was too ashamed to go home because everybody gonna treat me like I'm grown. I'm just a baby. I just out here doing all this stuff because they telling me to. It just confuses me. Like, I wasn't even growing up. I was like a baby, and then I just end up flipping and doing all this stuff like in one setting. But 3 months later, I ended up coming back home. My dad, I guess he was out looking for me. I tried to crash. He wouldn't let me crash, and then he took me to my auntie church, and then that was the first time I've been home in 3 months, and I was just a little girl when I left the house. Like, everything just happened like the snap of a finger. Like, it's like I wasn't trying to be experimental or nothing. It just happened. Like, I ended up just doing, like, I don't know. Imagine your little girl right where you want her to be, watching cartoons and going to school every day, going to bed each night, and then one night she's just gone for 3 months. That's what happened to me. Everything happened overnight. And yeah, because the first day she had me go with her, talking about she having a slumber party. She had me sleep with like 5 people, and I was bleeding. And it was like, yo, she bleeding. And they treated me like a dog. Like, I was having multiple sex partners, like 4 or 5 guys each day. Like, they called, she was mutting me out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I ended up going to my auntie church, like, 3 months later when I came home and tried to crash, and it was testimony service, and the Lord just unctioned me. Like, I don't know, like, I just got up and I just started telling the church everything that I was doing. I just told them everything. I said, you know, this girl, I ain't been home in 3 months, and I told them everything. Like, I said, I'm sleeping with everybody. I said, this girl, this is what they doing, and then Pastor laid hands on me, and that's when I fell out, and they said the Lord was working on me. Like, my first couple months in that church, like, I couldn't stand up during corporate prayer. I moved in with my auntie that day too, but I was in the church, and when Pastor prayed for me, like, I used to, like, we could just hold hands and have a group prayer. You know what I'm saying? And just regular group prayer, I'll just get weak and fall out. Like, my knees get weak and I just pass out. And then they had to cast out demons and stuff like that. But it was just embarrassing for me because that didn't happen to none of the other kids. You know? But I was doing so good. I had got filled with the Holy Spirit. I was speaking in tongues. I was going to church every